Again, welcome to the 24th Annual Juried Student Art Exhibition at Otterbein University. And thank you all for being here to support our student artists. My name is Janice Glowski, and I'm the Museum and Galleries Director at Otterbein. And I'll be your host for this evening, and I'll be driving the Zoom car. So we'll be going back and forth, moving some screens around. We have Chaz O'Neill, who is in the Miller Gallery. Chaz, if you want to give a wave. And yeah, so Chaz is in the Miller Gallery with some other faculty and students. And he'll also be speaking from there and showing the exhibition to people. The exhibition is open and it's open for visitors daily, and then also on the weekends from 1 to 4 in the afternoon. So social distancing and mask wearing is observed, but you can have a pretty relatively ordinary experience going to the exhibition to see the work in person. So please feel free to do that. I'm going to start us off today by saying that this is one of our most popular exhibitions of the season. It tends to be our largest reception, and it's really a time to celebrate the work of our students. I'm going to go ahead and just play a video tour, which Chaz and Margarita have. Margarita is our administrative assistant and just extraordinary individual. And they work together to create a video tour of the exhibition itself. And just relax and enjoy your tour.
Welcome to the Miller Gallery, located in the Art and Communication Building at 33 College View Road, Westerville. Currently on display is the 24th Annual Juried Student Art Exhibition. This exhibition includes works by Otterbein students who have engaged and excelled in studio art courses. "39 students entered 84 pieces for jurying, and 53 works of art were accepted. Our esteemed juror is Rod Bouc, Executive Deputy Director of Operations and Chief Registrar for the Columbus Museum of Art. A virtual opening reception and awards ceremony will be on Friday, February 19th at 5 p.m. The Juried Student Art Exhibition and its annual awards are made possible through the Marguerite Wetherell Eschbach Memorial Endowed Student Art Fund, an endowment established by Mr. Joseph Wetherell Eschbach and Mrs. Anne Charles Eschbach. Also, thank you to the Arts Council of Westerville for their support and contribution to this exhibition. There will be 11 awards presented totaling $815. Thank you to our donors, juror, department faculty, staff, and students for making this annual tradition possible. The 24th Annual Juried Student Art Exhibition will be on display February 19th through March 12th, 2021. Miller Gallery hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 4 p.m., Saturday and Sunday, 1 to 4 p.m.
Great. So I'd like to first introduce Johnathan Johnson. He is our professor of photography. As an artist, he also works with film and video, and his work has been shown in over 30 countries. He's going to be saying a few words about the department. If you want to make sure you identify Johnathan as he's talking, up in your right-hand corner where it says view, there's a toggle switch, and if you go to speaker view, you'll get a better view of Johnathan's face. Over to you, Johnathan.
Hey, Janice. It looks like I'm the opening act or the opening band for this ceremony. I just have a few things to say about some exciting things happening within the department, some relatively new and awesome curricular things. And curricular meaning for students and potential students, prospective students, things you can major in or minor in. As you probably know, we are now the Department of Art and Art History, and we have a brand spanking new art history major. And as you know, we've designed everything to make it super easy to double major. So, imagine a studio art degree with an art history degree in one. So there's a lot of exciting possibilities to reach your academic goals. We also have a brand new photography minor. It's 15 credits, and it's something you can take even as a studio major. So 15 credits, awesome. And that's brand spanking new as well. So we're excited about some of those new things. And another more on the partnership level is that we have, you may or may not know, a partnership within our department and a sister school in Shanghai called the Shanghai Publishing and Printing College. And 3 of those students are represented by Fiveworks, Chaz. Yeah, Fiveworks juried into the show. So we're super excited about that. Unfortunately, because of everything going on, they're not able to start their first of 2 years at Otterbein, but they will be here in the fall. And that's Wallace, DeRay, and Vivian. And so between those 3, we have Fiveworks in the gallery. So we're really excited to have really an international exhibition here. It's pretty awesome. I am really thrilled to have had the opportunity to preview the show. The work is amazing. It's beautifully installed and beautifully lit, so I can't wait for everyone to come in and see it. It's a great show. So, all right, thanks for giving me that time, and I'll turn it over to the next act. Thank you. Thanks, Jonathan.
Thank you so much, Jonathan. So I just want to introduce now Rod Bouc, who was our esteemed juror. You heard a little bit of an introduction about Rod and his role as the Executive Deputy Director of Operations and Chief Registrar for the Columbus Museum of Art. He has worked in a number of capacities as an arts professional, including about 20 years at the Columbus Museum of Art. He also is an extraordinary artist, and he works in particular with some very arresting landscapes. So if you ever have a chance to see Rod's work, please jump at the chance, because they're really, really extraordinary. Rod, would you like to address the community?
My address is 162. Oh, no, you mean addressed me. Sorry. I'm out here in the mountainous area of northern Clintonville, if you can see from my background. I just got out of the studio. I've been really enjoying. I'm semi-retired from the museum. I've been there actually 33 years. And one other correction, I'm not sure why people keep mispronouncing my last name, because it's pronounced exactly how it's spelled, Boats. Makes no sense. It should be Bouc. I think it's a French name, but we're Czech, and it's not even a Czech pronunciation, but it's B-O-A-T-S. Anyway, I just have to throw that in. Yeah, and I've been, at the museum for over 33 years. Prior to that, I ran a fine art transportation service here in Columbus. We did installation and transportation and packing throughout the region, and then we went to New York City every other week, in Chicago and other environs, picking up and delivering artwork back in the 80s, and then I did the similar thing in Chicago doing art transportation installation. So I've had a long history. I got my bachelor's at the University of Nebraska. I'm from a small farm outside of 2 small towns. It's really west of Omaha. But I got my bachelor's at the University of Nebraska and came to Ohio State to get my master's in painting and drawing. So I paint with oil sticks now, and have for quite a while. I do drawings with charcoal and pastel, and I do monotypes with oil sticks as well. There's one specific brand of oil stick that's very soft, and I can paint on the plexiglass and put a piece of paper over, run it through the press, and it picks up the oil stick color. So it's really nice because I think you're kind of limited with printing ink when you do monotypes of printer's ink, but I get this really wide variety of color using the oil sticks. They really have a beautiful palette. So I guess, geez, should I just continue to talk about me? I love doing that. But
it's great to hear a little bit like that. If you have any more to say about your experiences, that'd be awesome.
Well, yeah, it's really the fun thing about the thing I like to tell students particularly is when you're in the arts, which everyone here mostly is, there's always a way that you can take your personal talents and experience and interests and apply them to the arts. Because I hate to inform everyone that it's going to be really hard to make a living from making art and selling art. So sometimes, and most often, you need to have a job. And I realized I want to do that early on, so I wouldn't have to just make art, sell art, try and come up with you know, something like 50 grand a year selling artwork. So I realized from an early age I was able to drive a truck, and that's when I found out that there was this thing about art transportation. So I started doing that. If you are good at marketing, or if you're good at math, or if you're good at design or anything like that, it can be applied to the arts, and you can get jobs in the arts. And that's what I've managed to pull off. I'm now very, very old. I'm 70, going to be 71 soon, and I've managed for most of that time to have jobs in the arts. So I really encourage people to kind of look at their talents and see if they can apply it. And of course, you know, getting a job at Kroger or something like that is also a possibility, but it's more fun if you work at a museum or a gallery or somewhere like that. But the exhibition. So when Chad invited me to do the show, this is great. You know, I do this quite often. I do lectures to university level students all the time. I taught drawing several times at Ohio State, CCAD, branch campuses for OSU. But I really enjoy talking to students and things. But so I arrived, and he said, okay, so you're going to be giving out these awards. I just looked at it, it's like, oh man, that's quite a list of awards. I'm not sure I'm going to do this. Well, then as it turned out, there weren't enough awards. It's because there's so much great stuff. I had a hard time at the end deciding what to do. And there were some people that I thought, several people that I thought deserved awards, and there just weren't enough awards. So it's real hard to jury work every time, because there's a lot of fun things to see. It's always good to do like an overview, and then you got to start saying, okay, what works are best representing this person's work, and then, you know, trying to pick the awards is the most difficult part. But it's exciting to see the different mediums and the different ways that artists are using the medium they're working with. I could see that there were many options of class assignments, and how people handled the class assignments were also very interesting. Like the polar bear one, and the I don't know, I won't name them all, but they're kind of fun to see how people dealt with that project. And I remember doing that myself as an undergrad. Of course, back in my day, it was had more to do with psychedelia and that sort of thing. So we went into design, it was a lot of fluorescent paint. And it's like kind of swirly design. But so yeah, it was a really good exhibition, and I was very pleased with each medium and how well it was handled. So if you didn't get an award, it's likely just has to do with their just can't get everybody an award, I guess. But also it's a good way to develop a thick skin, which you'll need as an artist. You'll be rejected a lot. I'm rejected all the time, and then not rejected. And then I don't know how to deal with not being rejected. And I don't know how to deal with sales. It's like, oh no, they bought my piece. Now I'm not going to be able to see it anymore. So those lucky people that do photography or prints, they have multiples and they can sell all they want and they still have their own original piece. But everything I do is unique and a unique print. It's actually kind of unique too. But yeah, I think the other thing I might say that I always like to talk to students about is you're really lucky to be in school because you have deadlines. Deadlines cause you to come up with a product and come up with a completed work. Once you get out of school, you're not going to have those deadlines unless you set them for yourself. So I would highly recommend the first thing you do when you get out of school is get yourself in an exhibition sometime in the future. And that gives you a deadline that you'll need because you think you're making work. But until you know that, oh, I'm going to actually have to put stuff in front of people to see, you don't work as hard as you would normally. And the other thing I learned is one time I had to do an exhibition. I had to do 2 exhibitions at the same time. So I learned that you should never show lesser work because inevitably I had to come up with, like, at that point, I think I was something like, let's see, 45 pieces. And I didn't have 45 really good pieces. And some of the pieces I showed were not my best things, and I'll never do that again. So that's just something else to consider. If you're going to do a show of, usually a one-person show is going to be 30, 35 pieces, probably have 50 pieces available to pick from. I'll close with one last piece of advice. I'm full of advice. Everything in your life keeps you from being in the studio. Everything. You yourself keeps you from being in the studio. But your situation, like if you don't have a studio, I've done some of my best work on the kitchen table. I've done even better work in the basement. It doesn't matter where you work, but everything in your life keeps you from doing it. I also ran into people who think, in fact, I was on a panel one time and an artist was saying, well, I'm going to be an artist, so I can't have a wife, I can't have kids. I'm dedicating my life to art. And when it was my turn to speak, actually, I kind of interrupted him. I said, well, I'm kind of the opposite. I wanted to have a family. I wanted to have a nice house. In fact, I'm still waiting to see if I can pull off a Tesla. You know, that's the kind of artist I want to be. So you can do that too. And you don't have to give up your life to do art, but your kids and your family, I've actually got 6 kids and 8 grandchildren, and I've had a wonderful experience that way too. But, you know, allow yourself time to do your work, because there is nothing in your life that gives you that joy or satisfaction other than making work. And you probably already know that. That's why you make work. But you don't, no matter what you do, you're not going to have as much fun. Being a deputy director at the museum has been great, but it's not nearly as fun as when I can pull off a painting that I'm happy with. So anyway, I'll stop now. If anybody's got any questions or anything, I don't know where we go from here, Janice. But anyway.
There's much more for the arts professional out there than a lot of times people think. That's for sure.
The best administrators are artists. They really are, because they think big thoughts, and you know, I think they have a better view. All right, I'll shut up. I'm gonna put myself on mute.
Okay, thank you. All right, so now I'd like to introduce another artist who also happens to be our gallery assistant, Chaz O'Neill. He is a practicing artist who works with notions of terrestrial and extraterrestrial mapping and imaging. He has recently had work at the Columbus Museum of Art, and he's had artist residencies in Europe most recently. And he is responsible for running, laying out, designing, and installing, with the support of some students and faculty, the Juried exhibition each year. So Chaz does an amazing job, and I'm going to turn it over to him to announce our awards.
All right. Thank you, Janice. Welcome to students, family, and friends. I'd like to recognize and thank the art faculty. Without the help of Don, Jim, Amy, Johnathan, Margarita, and Janice, this exhibition might not have opened on time due to the hectic week that we had. I also want to recognize some of our student interns who had the opportunity to take part in some real world experiences to assist us in installing this exhibition. Elena Rare designed our promotional poster and prospectus for us. And Jack Coppert and Alex Lewis did most of the heavy lifting in preparing this exhibition space. So thank you very much. I also want to thank Nicholas Hill, who started this beloved tradition about 24 years ago. You know, I'm an Otterbein alum, and I think I was in the 6th Juried student exhibition, and I was probably in 2 reject shows along the way as well. That Juried exhibition was the first real validation I received for the work I was making in my studio courses. And it was thanks to Nicholas, Don Austin, Paul Anise, Frederick Marsh, David Stickway, and may she rest in peace, our beloved Joanne Stickway, that I knew I wanted to keep making work and having that validation, which led in turn to discovering more about my talents, new ways of using materials, and pursuing new ambitions. I owe a lot of my own success to this exhibition. I want all the students who are participating in this exhibition to remember this moment and to recognize what you have started here, and to remember these moments and your instructors who helped you make this work and this day possible. When you come to the exhibition in person, I would like you to, I'm going to point out something. I'd like to point out the little Greek letter symbols you'll see on some of the labels. These students belong to an honors organization called Kappa Pi. So to tell you a little bit more about Kappa Pi and our other student group, Starving Artists, I'm going to invite Rachel Moses and Megan Walsh up to speak to you.
Hi everyone, I'm Rachel Moses. I'm president of Kappa Pi, the Art Honor Society here at Otterbein, and then this is Megan Walsh, who's president of Starving Artists with Elena Ray.
Yes, Elena Rear is our vice president.
And then she's also a member of Kappa Pi. This year, Kappa Pi and Starving Artists worked together to create the Reject Show, and that's out in the hallway. So when you come see the Juried show, go look at that. It looks really cool, and we basically just pick pieces that didn't get into the Juried show and make our own little show outside. We have 16 members, or 16 pieces of work that got into the Juried show from our members at Kappa Pi. And some of the stuff we've done around campus are we designed the Art and Comm Buildings staff t-shirt. We collabed with Parkhurst to do paintings in the nest, and we got a lot of other fun stuff planned coming up for Kappa Pi. So yeah, I'll let Megan talk about Starving Artists a little bit now.
Starving Artists currently has 15 members this year. We're working to create some fun events for this semester, and yeah, we also have some work featured in both the Juried show and the Reject show.
Yeah, if you have any questions or are interested in joining Kappa Pi or Starving Artists, please reach out and let us know, and we'd be happy to give you more information.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you, Megan. All right. Now is time for the reason we are all here, the awards. All right, thank you, Janice. So just a few stats here. 39 students entered this exhibition this year, and 84 pieces were entered, and our esteemed juror picked 53 pieces. All right, and there are a total of 11 awards to be presented tonight, totaling in $815. So first, we're going to start with some honorable mentions. As Rod had mentioned, there was not enough awards to go around, but he did have a few pieces that he particularly liked, and these are our honorable mentions. First is Shanghai by Juried. Juried is one of our SPPC students. A photograph by Juried. The next honorable mention is Untitled by Anna Stamper. It's a ceramic sculpture. Awesome work. And our third honorable mention is Gypsum Poster 1 by Vivian. Vivian is another one of our SPPC students. So it's great to see their work here and being recognized. Okay, now on to our first award here. First one is a Ohio Art League Membership Award. Ohio Art League is an organization ran by Ohio artists, and they have a lot of great opportunities, especially for young artists to get involved, be in shows, do all kinds of volunteer work. So being a member, I'm a member, Margarita's a member, and it just opens the doors to many possibilities. So our first membership award, we have 2 membership awards. Our first membership award goes to, the first one here, goes to Untitled by Emily Loffman for her mixed media painting. Good job, Emily. Our second Ohio Art League Membership Award goes to, click forward, Why Not by Rachel Moses, who's actually here with us tonight. Good job, Rachel. So those are our 2 Ohio Art League Membership Awards. We have another membership award. It goes to the Columbus Society of Communicating Arts. This one goes to Isabel Cook for her polar bear drawing. One of the many polar bear drawings in this exhibition. We're happy to have them. Good job, Isabel. All right, our next set of awards comes from the Arts Council of Westerville. So they have prepared a statement for us tonight. I'm going to read that right here. On behalf of the Arts Council of Westerville, we want to congratulate 2 winners this year for their very talented artistry by awarding them each $50. The first one is, Avery Lynn Barrett, Into a Lamp-Lit Room. Awesome. This portrait is in black and white, really captured our attention as we were drawn into it, this raw sense of emotion on the character's face and wanting to know more about who they were. The second Arts Council of Westerville Award goes to Kaylee Knight for Sharon's Willow Tree. They say this incredible piece of pottery is intriguing from top to bottom. While it resembles a willow tree on the outside, it is in fact a picture on the inside. Very well crafted and a really show-stopping piece. And that is from Curtis Smith, the president, and Katie Griffin, the vice president of the Arts Council of Westerville. All right. They also have another special announcement from the Arts Council of Westerville. They are pleased to provide support, and we encourage your mission as an artist. We are very excited to offer you, everyone in this exhibition, a complimentary student membership in the Arts Council of Westerville. Benefits provide you with a voice at monthly meetings, the Arts Line monthly email that lists arts-related events in Westerville, and the opportunity to promote your artwork at Westerville shows, events, and listings in our upcoming online membership directory. They invite you to be a part of their monthly virtual meetings held on the third Monday at 5:30 p.m. So everyone participating in this exhibition is now a member of the Arts Council of Westerville. How about that? We thank Curtis and Katie for their support. Thank you. All right. So our next round of awards is our Art Department Merit Awards. Yes, there's that. So we have three $50 awards. The first $50 Art Department Merit Award goes to Katie Cahill for her piece, Friendship. Awesome. Awesome piece, Katie. All right. Our next Art Department Merit Award for $50 goes to Audrey McCutcheon for her print, Ingrid. Yes. It's awesome, awesome print. Thank you. And our third Art Department Merit Award goes to Mackenzie McDonald to her homage to Swoon. Awesome work. The next award is actually a purchase award. These purchase awards are made possible by a generous donation by an anonymous donor and of the Dennis Acquisitions Fund. The piece we purchased will be made available to display in faculty and staff offices around campus for years to come. So with that, we are excited to acquire Untitled by Megan Miller. Yes, this will go in our permanent collection. We are very excited to have this. Thank you, Megan. Congrats. Okay. The next three awards are endowed awards funded by a generous contribution by Joseph and Marguerite Eschbaugh. This fund was established in 1999, and we are very fortunate to have it and to give awards to students to pursue future studio endeavors. So our $50 Art Marguerite Weatherall Eschbaugh Art Merit Award, that's a tough one, tough one, goes to Joey Williams for Modern Heresy. Modern Heresy. Congratulations, Joey. I know you're in here somewhere, I saw you. Okay. Our next Eschbaugh Merit Award for $100. This one goes to Alex Lewis for Neighborhood. Very nice. Great job, Alex. Excellent, excellent work. And our top prize for the 24th annual Juried Student Exhibition for $200 for the Eschbaugh Art Merit Award goes to Elena Rare for On the Fly, a video that is actually playing right behind us. One of the two videos that's playing right behind us. So Janice, this has a video clip. You should be able to play it.
So let me announce that for the remainder of this school year, our young people will continue to go to school remotely. I want to thank the teachers. I want to thank custodians, all school personnel who just make a difference every single day. The bus drivers, those who work in the lunchroom, everybody, that family, that really is a family in each school district, in each school building. I want to thank them for the great job that they have been doing. Thank the teachers. I want to thank the parents as well, because I know the parents have been very, very much involved in this education as it goes forward.
They never prepared us to have to teach virtually because you never expect something like this to happen. I have no idea how long this will last or what the future has in store, but I know that I am learning and I am adapting, and parents and students are cooperating with us, and we are taking it day by day.
When we first found out that we were going all online, my first thought was, will I be able to help him? We did not learn the way that they are being taught now. I hope that we can get back to normal soon so the kids can get back into their classrooms.
I really miss my friends and the help I would get from my teachers. I can see that my teachers are really trying their best. I feel bad that my mom has to spend her day teaching, ma'am. Our teachers are giving us so much information every day that it's hard to keep track of. It's not much fun doing school from home. I know this will be challenging, and I hope it only lasts a few weeks.
Yes, thank you, Elena. It was such a timely video, and I'm glad we were able to enjoy it together. Janice, you'd like to take us out?
Yeah, so if we could change your view to gallery view. And if people want to, you could turn your video cameras on, turn your mics on, and let's just have resounding applause for all of the hard work, for the faculty, for the teachers. I'm so touched by the video and all the work that everybody's done. Congratulations, everyone. Good job. Feel free to shout out. So thank you everyone for being here. This will be cleaned up. The video will be cleaned up and posted and made available for family and friends who weren't able to be here. And I think that's all. You know, if you want to do a shout out as you exit, please feel free.
Y'all did well.
Thank you, everyone.
Great job. Great job.
Congratulations, all.
Please come see the exhibit.
It's a great show.
Yeah, beautiful work. Very moving.